this year the needs in Myanmar are increasing. So huge, it's beyond us. This is the toughest time in Myanmar history. And it's really bad. People are dying because lack of oxygen. We had this news. One of our church family members who went back to Myanmar a few years ago, her mother died because not enough oxygen. Oxygen cylinder was empty in the middle of the night. And her mom has to pass the night through worshiping and praying without oxygen. And in the morning, she died. It triggered our hearts. We say we must trust God and do something to help our church members' biological families back in Myanmar. That's how we started our oxygen concentrator project. That's how we brought in 420 oxygen concentrators into Myanmar. I came to Singapore in the year 2000. We started New Life Christian Center, independent church in 2010.
Who is the foundation of NLCC? Jesus!
80% of our church members today are healthcare staff. We are Myanmar Church. We serve God through serving others. All of us are from Myanmar, except Pastor Lian Hui.
I'm a pastor of this church, New Life Christian Center, and I'm the only non-Myanmar in this church. This group of people come from Myanmar, serving this nation. They are on their own, without family. Behind them, they have a big family to support back home. They are alone here, lonely, struggling through their work, cross-culturally, and we built them, and through that, they serve the nation of Singapore. Something that is very satisfying to see, and as a community of Christian believers that we can do together. So as a pastor, I'm very happy.
Really grateful to the two pastors that God has put us in this spiritual family, and it is also a support. I always know that I am not alone. I'm also grateful to the friends in the church. Most of my family, they also infected by COVID, and my grandma was 94 years old, but she couldn't fight COVID, so in the end she passed away. But when we start to see the death very close to you, and you start to know that what is the most important thing, they all become more serious with God. They become closer to God. That's what I thank God for this COVID season.
During the pandemic times, their own country back home, Myanmar, are really having big problems. In the way I describe it, it's like World War III in Myanmar. We started with feeding the needy, but the needy was just simply too many to feed. And then a few months ago, COVID hit Myanmar very, very strongly, very, very hard this time. They called it the third wave. So we started with the intentions and the desire that our own church members and their family will not be running again into a situation where they cannot find the oxygen concentrator or oxygen tank. So we started from there, but God multiplied it to 420 units to share with the community. Again, New Life Christian Center church member gave sacrificially. They are the one who gave more than half of this 420 unit of oxygen concentrator. The Lord also sent others outside of our church to come alongside, but most of it came from this church.
God bless us with I can say like income, so that this season during this crisis we can help others.
Our hearts are broken. I think all Myanmar born, our hearts are broken. We cry. We do whatever we can. Our prayer is, as our Myanmar people's hearts are broken, that will open door for the gospel. because that is a greater need for Myanmar. So we pray to the Lord, what should we do? And the Lord led us to take care of ministers. God's faithful follow our cries. The ministers, they are in need. We are looking after 1,000 ministers. They have nothing to eat. For this 1,000 family, we are looking at to meet their basic need. For example, we give them one big 50 kg of rice, their tears come down. God heard their cry. They just need one bag of rice to overcome this pandemic season. So during this period, we want to look after God's people so that they experience God care for them. We love them in action. Go and share the gospel. Continue to share the gospel because the lost gospel cannot be stopped. Has to continuously share. Whether it's difficult time, COVID time or whatever time, there is good news to share. We are trusting God for revival in Myanmar.
And 1,000 minister, we hope we will start 1,000 cluster of revival in different parts of Myanmar.
Jesus loved Myanmar the most, so we have great hope for Myanmar. Maybe we do not know. God is preparing the hearts of the Myanmar people ready for the gospel. Our hope for Myanmar is as Christ died for Myanmar people, He wants to see Myanmar people come to know the Lord. This is His cry, the cry of Christ and His passion. We believe we are going to see very soon. And we even believe for revival, even in the midst of crisis and needs and all this. We don't know. We keep praying and trusting God and hoping that Myanmar will get revival.
I pray that the love of God will overflow in the people of Myanmar and they will have eternal hope.